यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे.
Good morning, my dear loving children. Today I am with you with a word which is very much germane. आजकल की जो परिप्रेक्ष्य है उसमें बिल्कुल सटीक बैठता है. द वर्ड इज हुडविंक. HOODWINK. Hoodwink. You must have heard the gimmick which is being played by China. And very frequently, right from the days when Zhou Enlai was the Prime Minister of China and our counterpart was Pandit Nehru, we cannot say who was bigger cheat and who got hoodwinked. But I would definitely say that our Prime Minister, Mr. Nehru, was not smart enough to understand the gimmicks of Chinese Premier, Zhou Enlai. So, the word which is going to be emphasized today is hoodwink. HOOD, hoodwink, WINK, hoodwink. इसकी जो शब्दावली है, जो इसका अर्थ है, आर्थिक नहीं, जिसका अर्थ है, जो इसका मीनिंग है, हिंदी में से बोलते हैं धोखा देना. हुडविंक, धोखेबाज. होडविंक मतलब क्या हुआ? जो किसी को गलतफहमी में रह के धोखा देना. मतलब यू टेक समबडी इनटू कॉन्फिडेंस एंड देन यू प्ले विथ हिज सेंटिमेंट्स. आई जस्ट गिव यू हिस्टोरिकल पर्सपेक्टिव. इन era before 1962, China always uttered and they had reverberated many times, time and again, very frequently, Hindi Chini bhai bhai. And after that, China got, what kind of prophecy they got. They attacked India. And Indian forces, they were taken by surprise. So we can use the word, we were hoodwinked by China, because nobody can imagine that in one fine evening you are saying Hindi Chini bhai bhai, and next fine morning there is a news that India has been attacked by Chinese forces. PLA, People's Liberation Army. That is the force of China. And now, but why did we get hoodwinked? हम क्यों उस धोखेबाज के धोखे में आगे फंस गए? That is a $1 million question. Everyone should ask this question from the government of India. Now, that can you retrospect, can you analyze your political scenario, your military preparedness, and visualize your strength vis-a-vis the opponents? That is China. That time, if you go to the perspective, historical perspective, Pandit Nehru had committed 2 Himalayan blunders. और जानते हो आप लोग, हिमालयन ब्लंडर्स, हिमालय कितना बड़ा पर्वत श्रृंखला है, उतनी बड़ी हिमालयन ब्लंडर्स बोली जाती है नेहरू की नेहरूबियन पॉलिसी. दैट पॉलिसी इज कॉल्ड नेहरूबियन पॉलिसी. और उस समय का बहुत बड़ा एक गलतफहमी हुई थी, या पता नहीं पंडित नेहरू की क्या सोच थी. पंडित नेहरू वॉज ऑल्सो हैविंग सोशलिस्टिक बेंट ऑफ माइंड. दैट मीन्स यू कैन से हिम ए कम्युनिस्ट माइंड. दैट्स वाई he neither chose capitalism or socialism. He chose mixed economy, that we would be judicious mixture of both. Unfortunately, it was never to be. India could not become neither capitalist nor communist It became a, you know, uncompromising blend of the two, which did not fructify into success. Sorry, my dear children, I am just getting wayward, but I'll come back to the word hoodwink. And I'm really compelled to speak few words more on the topic. And I have to describe the scenario in which we got hoodwinked by the Chinese forces. It was the Himalayan blunder of our Prime Minister Nehru. And the biggest follies which was committed by him was to appoint Raksha Mantri as Mr. Menon. Mr. Menon was totally irresponsible man. He was not a fit man to be a defense minister. For against whom? None other than J.P. Kripalani and our Sardar Patel had written so many letters requesting Nehru that you please remove this unworthy man. But Mr. Nehru, which was considered to be a Democrat, but he was having a totalitarian concept in his mind in form of a Democrat. He was neither a Democrat, but soon after the transfer of power, he aggrandized most of his powers and country was not heading in the right directions. That was the reason that China hoodwinked us and we were badly mauled up by the Chinese forces. That was the time when Achai Chin was the largest chunk of our territory beyond Ladakh, that is on the north, further north of Ladakh, Leh Ladakh, that was captured and forcibly taken by the Chinese. I am just compelled to give you this brief history so that we can be in a better position to understand the meaning of the word hoodwink. जब जब कोई पीछे से वॉर करता है भरोसे में लेकर, मैं तेरा भाई हूँ, मैं तेरा दोस्त हूँ, मैं तेरा चाहने वाला हूँ, and he or she ditches you, आप उस सिनेरियो को बोलना I have been hoodwinked, I have been badly cheated, I have been grossly cheated. That kind of scenario is called an affair, an atmosphere where somebody has been cheated. Now when we come to the school perspective, we have certain scenario which we can rightly describe it as it is. Many children are in the habit of hoodwinking the school authorities as regard their academic process and academic progress is concerned. बहुत सारे बच्चे अपने को धोखे में रखते हैं और स्कूल को भी धोखा में रखते हैं. सर ये हो गया, वो हो गया. इन दैट सिनेरियो ऑल्सो रियलिटी में होती कुछ नहीं है, उसकी प्रिपेयर्डनेस कुछ नहीं होती है, बट दे कीप द टीचर्स एंड दैट इंस्टीट्यूशन इन डार्क. दैट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड डोंट हुडविंक मी. टीचर्स replies back to a student, better you understand, better you study, or else don't try to hoodwink me. So that is another scenario in which the word has been used, or the word can be used, hoodwinking. Let us listen some of the synonyms, and I will be explaining to you some of the sentences which would be coming after the word of its synonyms. Like bamboozle, B-A-M-B-O-O-Z-L-E, bamboozled. There also, the China bamboozled us in 1962 war. It was not merely a frontal attack on Indian territory, but our what is called so-called the faith which we had reposed in Chinese friendship, that was widely and grossly belied upon. धोखा दिया गया. ये दूसरी बात है कि यदि हम तैयार होते तो शत्रु कितना भी चालाक हो, they can be overtaken. But it was all follies created by Mr. Nehru. Mr. Nehru's fallacies of world, what is called foreign policy, that we Indians had to pay, the posterities of Indians has to pay. Today, China has become powerful because of its policy of aggrandizement and theory which is underneath lurking the concept of hoodwinking their neighbors. So whenever you find this word hoodwink, वहाँ पे आपको आना चाहिए धोखाबाज, धोखेबाज, फरेब, धोखे से किसी को ठग लेना या बर्बाद कर देना. That is called hoodwink. Don't try to hoodwink your parents. Don't try to hoodwink your friends. Never ever in your life you should try the habit of hoodwinking somebody. Always be plain, simple, truthful, and honest in your conduct. Don't try to bamboozle. Bamboozle is a word. Of course, the words which I am going to give you, that would be very fruitful to you in analyzing and constructing sentences. That would be very helpful when you try to find out scenario in which you have to use this word. आपको किसी ने धोखा दिया भरोसे में लेके कि नहीं तू तो मेरा भतीजा है, तू तो मेरा संतान है, and finally you find that their army, their henchmen, they come and attack you. So what kind of description you are going to use? Oh, sorry gentlemen, I have been badly hoodwinked. No other than by my uncle, by my padosi, So that kind of scenario. I'm just trying to explain the sentences in a vivid detail so that these descriptions could be very handy to you to simulate yourself in the like or similar or identical circumstances in which you can put yourself and try to find the exact scenario in which meaning can be deciphered. मैंने एक word अभी use किया deciphered, D-E-C-I-P-H-E-R-E-D, deciphered, something which can be unlocked. I don't know the mystery, but somehow I have deciphered their intention. Deciphered मतलब आपने उसका थीम समझ लिया, मीनिंग समझ ली. जैसे एक वर्ड होता है deciphered. इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशंस के अंदर उनकी स्क्रिप्ट क्या थी? There was $1 million क्वेश्चन. उनकी स्क्रिप्ट क्या थी? जैसे चाइनीज की स्क्रिप्ट क्या थी? पिक्टोग्राफिक. स्टिल अभी चाइनीज की जो कैलीग्राफी है, जो राइटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस है, दैट इज कॉल्ड पिक्टोग्राफिक इन नेचर. ये जैसे हमारे यहाँ अ ब स र ल ब होता है, या इंग्लिश में होता है ABCDEFGHI, वैसा नहीं होता. दे रिजेंबल समथिंग लाइक पिक्चर ऑन द वॉल, पिक्चर ऑन द ब्लैकबोर्ड. यू सी द चाइनीज, it is all pictographic. That is, that writing, their writing, the calligraphy is called pictographic in nature. Similarly, the kind of writing which we have seen in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, which we have seen on the stone inscription, last time, maybe 4 or 5 lectures back, I told you there was an Indian breed of cow that was called Kankraj, जो हम लोग गौ माता बोलते हैं ना. That was the original इंडिजिनस ब्रीड. अभी भी है इंडिया में, अभी भी है, बड़े बड़े सींग वाला, मोटे मोटे सींग वाला. अभी भी महाराष्ट्र में चले जाओ, हरियाणा में चले जाओ, जो जहाँ बैलगाड़ी, दिल्ली में चले जाओ आप, दिल्ली का उस एरिया में आप चले जाओ, पहाड़गंज, नई दिल्ली रेलवे स्टेशन से पहाड़गंज की ओर जाते हो अजमेरी गेट के साइड में, या फिर आप पुरानी दिल्ली से मोरी गेट की ओर जाओ जहाँ बैलगाड़ी चलती हैं, या फिर शाहदरा के साइड में चले जाओ, या फिर आप महरौली के साइड में चले जाओ. दिल्ली के अलग अलग कॉर्नर्स में जहाँ पे दोज एरिया विच आर ज्वाइनिंग विद द विलेज, या फिर मलकागंज, दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के पीछे, करोड़ीमल कॉलेज के पीछे वाला जो गांव है, मलकागंज के बगल में एक गांव है, छोटा सा विलेज है, वहाँ पे भी लोग पालते हैं दैट कांकरेज. व्हाट इज दैट कांकरेज? इट इज द सेम कॉ और द बुफेलो बुल which was inscribed in the stone inscription. And finally, nobody could decipher, कोई पढ़ नहीं पाया what is the meaning. लेकिन जो सिनेरियो मिली, जिस तरह की इंस्क्रिप्शन उसमें डाली गई है, जिस तरह के बरियल का पोजीशन पाया गया है, और जिस तरह से पीपल ट्रीज की वर्शिप हुई है, इससे पता चलता है, इससे क्या हुआ? समथिंग हैज बीन डिसाइफर्ड, समथिंग हैज बीन कंक्लूडेड दैट this particular breed of cow which is having hump, hump, जिसको हम लोग ये भी बोलते हैं पुट्ठा, they are having सूर्य केतु नाड़ी, चंद्र केतु नाड़ी. So these are the cows which are our aboriginal animals which we used to worship during those times. So decipher, you have to decipher, You have to be smart enough to decipher. आपको conclusion निकालना पड़ेगा. What you have to decipher? Who is going to hoodwink you? Who is going to cheat you? Who is going to bamboozle you? You have to be very careful. That's why I'm very emphatic on these words. Snooker, S-N-O-O-K-E-R, snooker, spoof, S-P-O-O-F, spoofed. Chinese forces, they spoofed Indian forces for a while. Later on, our forces, they bounced back. Recently only, it was very sad that 20 of our brave soldiers, they were martyred. But after this spoofing, Indian forces retaliated and broke their backbone to the number of more than 45 to 55 soldiers. They were killed. So we should be smart enough not to be hoodwinked by our enemies. Let us some more words. When these are the words which I gave you, like synonyms. Now, hoodwink means something which is not known. If somebody is knowing, then I think you would be very extra cautious. This hoodwinking process is done while you are totally unknown. You are unknown. You are just taken aback. So, what would be the antonyms of it? Antonyms means undeceive. वहां तो आप मुगालते में मारे गए, गलतफहमी में आपको चोट लग गई, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या है? You are not going to be deceived. You are totally undeceived. You are disenchanted. You are disillusioned. Uncover. एक होता है ना cover के अंदर. It was something under cover that you got hoodwinked. But your process, your chicanery, your bad intentions were uncovered. It was unmasked. You have seen somebody putting a mask over his face or her face. So that would be a scenario when you are going to hoodwink someone. But when your mask is over, you are off. Everything is off the lid. You are unmasked. So what happened? The chances of hoodwinking is very minimal. So my dear loving children, these are some of the hints, because I would be giving you some of the hints. As I told you, I am not interested in just preparing a fish and serving you on a platter. I am just going to give you the fish. Not even giving you a fish. I'll just give you the technique so that you can fish a fish. You can fish a fish and prepare yourself. Once you do that, you would be knowing the art of living. Because life is not a bed of roses. It is full of wills and woes, trials and tribulations, dangers and difficulties, hardships and sufferings. More you struggle today, tomorrow would be very fructifying and fruitful days ahead. So therefore, always try to learn good habits, learning good words, pick up good words, always love your country, always read those books which really embraces the very culture, the ethos of my nation. Never try to betray the kind of love and affection which your country expects from you. You should be loyal to your motherland, and you should always be ready to serve when the need demands from you. Now this is a time of war with China. We should all be supporting our government, especially which is headed by our beloved Prime Minister Modi. He is a man, he is a great statesman, he is a man par excellence. We need to support his cause, we need to support his leadership and embrace the feeling which he is trying to share with us. That is, Sare Jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. All Indians are born to defend our motherland. Thank you very much.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय